Welcome to another episode here with me, the Woman Pod with Valarey Atkinson. Thanks once again for tuning in with me today. And I was just having a lovely thought to myself as to being the most appreciated, loving, kind human being. And let me teach you something. You have to be this for everything to align in your favor. And I'm saying this from the heart because honestly, I was ego driven for such a long time, which again, there's nothing wrong with ego. We needed to survive. We needed to help us get certain things in life, and that's okay. But when I shifted my perspective into these areas of my life, right, that's when everything kind of started shifting for me. And it had to be the bad stuff first for me to realize the opposite of that. So, for example, anger, right? Being angry all the time and all, you know what? It's going to happen. There's things that are going to happen. There's things where you're going to have to get angry, and that's just normal. We can't have a negative with a positive. And I've seen millions of videos where people talk about negativity. Without negativity, there's no positivity. So always look at it as there's always lightness through that darkness, right? And getting into your feminine role is a key thing in every aspect. I see a lot of women struggle with this, and I know women in my life that are dealing with this right now, that where their partners don't serve them and they're feeling overstimulated, they feel exhausted, they feel like I have to always do. I was like, well, why are you fucking doing? The fuck are you doing? Are you doing for you? Is there a reason why you're doing for this person? And I'm not saying neglect your partner. That's not what I'm saying. Just notice the picture. What is wrong with this picture? I just explained to you what you're doing. And why I wanted to bring this up is because those things, right? The very first things that I aligned with were things that I needed to be first. So obviously, because there's so much pressure with these women, and I see them and they come and stress out about it. They talk to me about it. They've been to me about it. I'm like, okay, dude, but you're not doing nothing about it. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And again, everybody has their own timing. Everybody's on different wavelengths, all in different. We're in different vibrations. We really are, honestly. It's like if I turn on the radio and then like this folkloric song comes on, do I want to tune into that or do I want to tune into some rock metal stuff? You decide what option or what section or what radio station you want to do, right? You want to do it, okay? If you want to back that ass up, all right, get back there, start backing that ass up, you know? Start twerking, right? Do what you got to do. But let's be real, ladies. Let's be real. Let's be real. We are our own enemy at this point. Why are we becoming so masculine to the point where we have to do for these men? They need to do for us. And the only reason why they don't do for us is because we don't set boundaries. We don't. We allow them to do because they're in their feminine, which again, there's nothing wrong with the man being in their feminine. I love a man in their feminine because they understand us, they listen, and that's feminine traits, right? So why can't we step into that? Then you need to start aligning with that, right? Start aligning with the process of like, I should be able to speak. I should be able to say what I need to say, and I should be able to listen at the same time. So listen to yourself, like take your own advice. Sometimes people don't want to take their own advice because they feel like they're going to get rejected, abandoned, or said no to. What's the worst that can happen? We don't even know the answer, and you're already getting in your fucking head. That's masculine energy, right? So stop getting in your masculine energy again. And there's nothing wrong with that. You need to have masculine energy because you need to take action. That is the choice part, right? The choice part. What choice are you going to be taking on today, and what are you going to do with it? The minute you wake up, the minute you set the tone, that's exactly the vibration that you're putting out to the universe, right? If you wake up a certain way, great. Go with that flow. Go with the flow. I don't say change it to high 160 to 2000. No, it's everything. You can shift at any day or any minute, actually, as a matter of fact. So you see how I went from 0 to 100 real quick? You see how I started off really low and feminine, and I went into my fucking masculine. Like, I'm talking to you because I feel like I need to explain this to you. So a woman will only hear me when I'm in my masculine. This is the crazy part. That's something that I learned. Like, women come to me because they want to be understood. And I'm like, wait. It's like, okay, I hear you. I'm in my feminine also. I'm listening to you. But then I have to tell you, and I get in my masculine, and you're just not paying attention. I don't know. I think you just don't get it through your thick skull. So I'm going to get it in there real deep. So I'm going to show an example that happened a couple weeks ago. I went out of town and I was just being me, bro. Like, this is just who I am in the nature of energy. So I'm enjoying my vacation. I'm with family. And of course, I'm going to say family because I love my family, but I don't want them to think that I'm like, no, that's not how it works. But I notice a lot of things. I'm very aware of my surroundings. And we go to this amusement park for the kids, right? So we're out there, we're having a good time. And so we're getting ready to prepare to our destination. Actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. Getting on the vehicle. So this individual, she's a female, and she starts telling him, "You're not doing it right." And I asked him, I had asked him, "Hey, do you mind putting the car stand for me?" And that's all I said. And at first he was just like, "What?" I was like, "Oh, so do you not get said or told anything? Like that's unusual. Like, no, like I need you to do this for me. You're the man, you're gonna do it." So, anyways, he goes and gets the car seat, starts putting it up. Like something shifted in his energy, and I could tell like this was like awfully new for him, but he was a little excited about it. And so this individual, the woman, starts looking at him like, "That's not how you do it." And I'm like thinking to the old bitch, here we go. It's gonna be a fucking argument. I already know this is how they are. This is how they are. And I was like, I'm just gonna fucking sit back here and enjoy the entertainment. So then all of a sudden, right? All of a sudden, he tells her, he turns back and he looks at her. He's like, "I know what I'm doing." Like he fucking literally tells her like that. I was like, "Oh, tell her, getting her masculine." I was like, yes. So I took action because I did that. I saw his masculine energy come out and I was like, ooh, this needed to happen. Anyways, this woman doesn't understand this trait, right? This is why I tell them, listen to what I'm saying. I know what I'm fucking telling you. I know what I'm telling you. You're going to get served. Just listen to what I say. So anyways, I know it takes practice, y'all. It does take practice. I learned it. I started learning this. This is why I'm teaching you. I feel like I'm here to serve women. And my men too, actually, because my men need it too. My men need it too. You need to start building some charisma and some boundaries here. Anyway, so that happens, and I go off my day. We go to the amusement park, and we're just flowing. Dude, I kid you not. There was a $20 bill at the bottom of the floor, and I was like, oh my God, that's for me. I'm going to go get it. So I get it, and I put it in my purse. I don't say anything until we get in the car with all of us. And we're in the car after the amusement park. I was so excited. I was like, damn, this is so fucking awesome. Like, I'm just so lucky. Like, I really am. I'm just open to receive. I'm in my feminine and everything's just coming towards me because I'm taking action. I get in the car and they're like, "Oh, well, Val's gonna pitch a Starbucks." I was like, "Yeah, actually, I found $20. So here we go. I'm gonna treat y'all." They're like, "What, you found $20?" Like, yeah. And they're like, "What?" That's crazy. It's like, girl, because I'm so lucky. Like, I am really just so lucky. God just provides every time. The universe is in alignment, and they kind of laugh at me, and I was just like, dude, it's just y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Like, God, damn, what else do you want me to tell you? And I feel like I need to send this message so all y'all can understand it. I'm telling you for free. I'm not selling a course. I'm not doing any of that. I'm giving it to you for free. Listen, this is why you got to listen. That's the feminine trait. Feminine, feminine, feminine. You have to listen. You have to listen. This is how you learn to be in your feminine. I can't stress this enough. And for my men, like if you're struggling with the woman who's highly, 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 highly masculine, then make action for you to allow her to be. Because sometimes what I notice with the men who don't allow the women to just be, the woman acts a certain way with this man and she's probably not herself around this man. And that sucks. You don't want to be in that predicament, like where you can't be yourself. No, you need to be yourself, your authentic self, just like I am here in my sports bra with my blanket here, podcasting. This is me. This is me. I'm going to keep it 100. We go. So, ladies, you heard the story. What are the actions that Valarey took? What were the actions I took? It doesn't even matter. Me and this person have nothing, like, he's just a family member, right? And because I stepped in to allow this person to help me, because sometimes you got to ask for help. And that's a feminine trait. You have to ask for help. If we don't ask for help, no one's ever going to serve you ever. I see it. I applaud you for it. But building that resentment where you don't ever feel like you're worthy of asking for help, it ain't going to get you nowhere. It's going to make you feel like shit. It's going to make you feel like crap. You're not going to ask the person when you need it. And it doesn't even matter if this is a spouse, lover, friend, a neighbor, friend of yours, or your sibling. Just fucking ask. Okay? All right. I love it. I love it. I love, love, love life. I love because life is just magical. You're the magic also. You just don't know how to use your passion. Everything is in alignment with you when you are in alignment with it. And what do I mean by that? What are things that you can focus on where you can just be in your feminine? I know for me, I don't know if I already mentioned it, but I recorded a video and it just didn't let me on TikTok. I don't know. But I like to decorate my house. I think I mentioned I got this new little thing here and I bought a little thing for Halloween. And I just like being, dude. As a woman, I love doing these things. I love my home to be safe, secure, clean, organized. I like it to feel like home. If I don't see the cleanliness, the tidiness, and there's days where it's not going to look like that, and that's okay. And these are things that I love about me, that I love to have these quality things. Maybe they're 7 years old. I don't know, but it's like I still take care of these things because they mean something to me. And that's the way you should take care of yourself too. Oh Lord, the light just one light. But yeah. Yeah, like honestly, I think it's just allowing yourself to reserve the well. Reserve it so good to where everything flows to you, because I've been doing this for several months now in my podcast. I know I've taken a long break from recording and sharing my knowledge because I've been really like confused and conflicted in my heart, and sometimes you need space for you to kind of see what inside of you is needing you right now. And sometimes you need space, and as a feminine woman, you need to create space. You need to create your quality time. Find time throughout your schedule. Not every day is going to be beautiful. There's going to be days where it's going to feel like shit. You're just not going to want to do anything. And those are the days you need to acknowledge those feelings. I don't want to do anything. I don't even want to wash the dishes. Yesterday, I said, you know what? We're going to take a late night gym class. The dishes sat there and I just let them fucking sit there. I let them fucking sit there. I didn't wash until earlier because I started cleaning. I had the energy to do it. And that's what I mean, right? Don't be hypocritical about yourself. Step into that feminine energy, surrender. You can't control everything that's going on. And just because I expressed that story about how this individual and I took action doesn't mean because you're doing this is a control freak. No, this is actually you taking action as a masculine. There's a yin and a yang, right? Like you have to have the ebbs and flow of both, right? And there's days where you're going to be more on your masculine more than your feminine. If you want to be in more into your feminine, please listen. Sometimes the time to listen to you, your body, your emotions, what you're sensing, what you're feeling, you need to feel that. And I say this because before I used to run away from my feelings and I would just hide them and bottle them up. And then it ended up being anger after that. It built an anger ball, and the anger ball was just floating around, Valarey, right? It just never really got to the point where I needed to be okay with allowing that anger. And I've learned when I start to feel this, what can I do to make her feel safe again? I have to take breaks, dude. I can't stress this enough. I need breaks. My whole life I've been doing, and I've been stuck in survival mode because I've just been working my bones off, working to the fucking bone, right? Like I need to have this much money in my bank account, in my savings account. I needed this much money in my okay. I need to make sure this much money, this, that. And I said, you know what? Fuck that shit, bitch. Ain't nobody got time. You know what? When was the last time I enjoyed myself? And what was the last time I got to buy myself something nice? That's what the money's for, dude. To compliment you, to take care of you, to do those things you need to be doing. And I know some negative ass bitch is going to come in here and say, well, bitch, like I only make this much money. Okay. And what the fuck? Be grateful. I see homeless people sitting out there trying to figure out what the fuck they're going to eat the next day. Like, and they got there because that's exactly what they got themselves into. And I'm not saying I'm going to judge the homeless. No, everybody has a solution. You just have to find the way to take the action. Make a choice today. Stand up for yourself. Applaud yourself. Don't put yourself in these situations where you're not enough, you're not worthy, because you are feminine and masculine. You need to appreciate every single part of life because even the bad is the good in all of it. And we don't take consideration of that. Anyways, I just wanted to share this message today because I don't want to spend my whole day trying to tell you what you already know. I know. I said that. Anyways, I love you guys. Thanks again for tuning in with me here at the Woman Pod. Feel free to share, subscribe, like. I appreciate you for showing up for you. And that's one thing I'm grateful for. And that's what I'm here for. Much love and light to you guys. Take care.